Hi there, Wheel to Wheel fans. My name is Corben Sabers. I drive the number 9 car.
Hey there, Wheel to Wheel fans. I'm Charlee Sabers, and I race the number 6 car.
Hey Wheel to Wheel race fans. My name is Woody Sabers, owner and crew chief for Charlie and Corben Sabers in the intermediate class. This is our workshop.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I've been playing the clarinet for 1.5 years. I just started a new school at Encore, started last week, and I love to hang out with my friends.
I'm going to Encore High School Performing Arts.
I work for a company called McElroy Metal. Been there for 30 years. I'm a plant manager. We manufacture all the building components to put a metal building up like this. We don't do the mainframes, but we get involved in all the substructural, and of course we do all the sheeting on the outside. I got a beautiful wife, Chandra. I got 4 kids, ranging from 28 to 12. I got 2 grandkids and 1 on the way.
Start from the beginning. How did you start racing?
Well, I'd grown up watching my dad race in different classes, and I guess just watching it over and over, I got really into it. Got my first car when I was 8.
Ever since I was born, my dad has been racing. Then Corben started racing, and Jordan started racing, and I just ended up loving it.
Wow, I got started in racing. I was, older than what my kids are as far as when they got started. And I met a guy named Dan Lapka. We started off in the street stock division. Then I went to the mini stocks, and then my passion was to get in racing the modifieds.
How did you get involved at Wheel to Wheel?
I know John off and on for a few years before Corben got into racing, and when Corben was old enough to get into racing, I was like, John, I was a little concerned about whether Corben can, handle this stuff. I believe he was 8 years old at the time, and he won his first main event, and we were kind of hooked from there on.
At City of Industry, I won my 50th trophy, and I was pretty happy about that. Not even a lot of people in NASCAR get to do that.
What has been your favorite moment at Wheel to Wheel so far?
Winning back-to-back championships in the intermediate class.
Can you explain to the fans why Corben hasn't moved up? He is the oldest kid in the class after all.
He is the oldest kid in the class and is the heaviest, but he still gets that car around the track somehow. I'm not sure how he does it, but as far as moving him up in the class, it's something me and my wife talked about. I would like to see him maybe try one time, whether it's a practice. We're want to get him started in the modified class, get him in a bigger car.
Can you explain your paint scheme? Why the stars and stripes?
I love the American flag. I love it.
It just kind of ended up that way. I loved flowers, and so it kind of stuck.
If you had a cool nickname, what would it be?
I did have a friend call me Charmander.
Wheelman, because I can wheel that car around the track faster than the others.
I think everybody knows my nickname. It's here on the side of the car. It's Woody. It's something I've had since I was in grade school. And when I came out here to move from West Virginia to California, when I started introducing myself to people around the sport, I started telling everybody my name's Woody, and it just stuck like a dig back there.
Why'd they call you that?
Because of my red hair at the time.
Do you have any hobbies outside of racing?
We have a cabin up in Big Bear. I like to take time to go fishing and kind of clear my mind a little bit. And then we also, in the wintertime, we go out riding quads. And recently we just got into kayaking. Okay, we have a 1,500 square foot shop here that we work out for the modifieds and the intermediates. A little section right here I've saved for my wife to put her elliptical and other things in there for the kids' bicycles and everything. But not only do we work on race cars and do that kind of stuff, but we actually work on Volkswagens a little bit. I got a 1964 Myers Manx here that we bought for Corben. This is a 68 Volkswagen. bought it, and me and my wife decided to say, hey, let's work on a project together, because we were always out there with the kids and everything. So we bought this thing for $600. It was primered. It was bad inside. They had Camaro seats inside. And over the years, we took about almost, 2 years, year and a half. But we put new seats, new carpet, new dashboard, old school steering wheel, redid the back seats, had it painted. A lot of the Volkswagen guys, they do the same thing, the same kind of paint scheme. We wanted something different. She goes, hey, why don't we paint it like your street stock back when you were in street stocks back in the day? And that's how we came up with the orange stripe corner up top. Maybe the goal is for Charlie to drive this to school when she gets ready to drive.
Yeah, that's their goal.
Yeah.
Not mine.
Over here is the next motor up that we're going to move Corben to. This is my motor. What he has in the car now is a street stock, so this will be his next motor for him to go to drive the modified.
How many horses does that make?
That one's probably like 525. So we had to take that out in order for him and put a street stock motor in the modified, so he can get. I wanted him to focus on driving.
Right.
At 15 years old, he's out there going against guys that's probably twice his age. I like signs. As you look through the shop here, if you look over this section, I like this race sign. You got Woody's Way, you got Woody's Seed Shop, you got get your Woody serviced here, you got Papa's Man Cave, you got a couple guys, maybe this wood stove that has my car number on it. So it's a nice little piece that these guys made up for me. Neon lights, I've done a lot of horse trading to get these things. My wife actually bought this Budweiser guitar. It really plays. That is one of the original roofs off of my modified, and that is actually signed by Casey Kane and Reed Sorensen. They were at the Victorville Motors. And then this is one of my original fenders that I crunched up the first time where someone else hit me. And this is off the street stock that I won the Turkey Classic with.
Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom and my dad and every family member for helping me out.
I'd like to thank John for the track, Crystal for helping out, and my parents, of course, because they are the ones that work on my car.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the fans?
Just, thanks to your fans. If it wasn't for the fans coming out there racing, my kids wouldn't have an opportunity to learn a little bit about dirt track racing, and hopefully maybe it'll teach them how to drive a real car when they get old enough to drive. That's actually signed by Kurt Busch driving school. And I actually had a die-cast car made of my modified. If you look back here at that picture back here against the wall,
yeah,
you see that? That's exactly the same color. Actually, you can take the cover off of the motor. But
that's crazy.
The guy that beat me for the championship got that for me.
Wow. Was that which championship was that?
I can't remember what year that was.
2006.
Damn, that was a long time ago.